face. Alright, so here we are in Kenya, not far from Nairobi, about an hour and a half out, in a very rural area. The home we rented is called, and I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly, Raha Mstarehe. I'll walk up to the sign. I think that's the sign, or it could be just a rock, but I'll walk up and see whether or not I can jog my memory relative to the pronunciation. But what you're looking at is the Great Rift Valley. Okay. This extends into Tanzania and encompasses an awful lot of land. The wildlife that is here, it's the big five, right? Gorillas, rhino, elephants, what's the others? Gorillas, rhinos, elephants, hippos. There's another, it'll come to me. But it's a really, really beautiful view, as you can see in Valley. The Great Rift is quite famous. It also extends to the Serengeti. So it's a really beautiful view. And I just wanted to give you a little kind of walk through. They told me that was a tub. There's nobody here and nobody can see me, so I might just explore that. Raha Mstarehe. Yeah, Raha Mstarehe. Okay. Maybe I'm not. But I was told that is a pool. That structure there, that's circular, right, with the ladder going up. I'm told that's a pool. I think they call that an acacia tree. Please, if somebody can correct me, do so. I think they call it an acacia tree. It's got these thorns, very hard, very pointy. So, again, this is Raha Mstarehe. Okay, and as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Note the clouds in the sky, real clouds, right? There was again, so it has been very difficult for the locals here. We are on Maasai land, and Maasai are historical cattle based people. Really everything in their lives is based on cattle. The beads, in fact, when you look at the Maasai beadwork, a lot of the beads, the colors of those beads have very specific names, and those names most commonly correlate to the cow and the cattle. So what has happened is there's been 7 months of drought in this region. Okay, and as a result, there's not a lot for the animals to eat, and so all the goats that you see here, all of the cows that you see here are very thin. They're emaciated, and people are losing goats regularly. The woman who's taking care of us, Beatrice, wonderful Beatrice, she lost a goat yesterday. There's just not enough food based on the lack of rain, and so yesterday, and when we came, I said to Beatrice that well, okay, the ledge is here, we're gonna bring the rain. And she laughed, and she said, she's, I wish it's true. And she's so very gracious. And so yesterday, around about 4 o'clock, the sky got dark. And I'll tell you, we watched as lightning began to strike over in the mountain ranges, and the thunder began to speak as if it had something to say. And lo and behold, the rain just opened up, and you could just hear nothing but the clean rain just pouring down. Absolutely phenomenal. So we stood out and enjoyed that cool drink of water, and the valley did as well. This morning there's a lot of new green growth, and it's just really you can tell that it was vastly needed in this area. But again, it's another view of a hill and mountaintop. Okay. And as you can see, and as you know, there's just an awful lot of land here, right? And absolutely beautiful views. The other thing to bear in mind when you talk about the purchase of land in Africa, or purchase of a home in Africa, that home and that land is yours forever. You don't, on land, there's some tax. There's like a tax that you pay. On a home, or like a condo, there's no fee. So you buy it one time and it's yours. So nobody, you don't have to upkeep any payments in order to keep your property, right? Nobody can come and take it once you have bought it. Okay, it is yours forever. So that, in my mind, is a more reasonable approach towards the stability of one's living into the future. Yeah, I don't want to rent my future or my living. I want to own it. Yes. Okay. So I've walked down the path a little bit, and we come to the house that we're staying at, the Raha Mstarehe. All right. And this is, again, you're looking at the great Rift Valley. I'll give you a bit of a higher view if I can. Oops. So now you can really see how that valley looks, and all around. It is absolutely gorgeous, right? Cacti, right? All kinds of fauna and flora. It's absolutely captivated Andre. I really wish that each and every one of my beloved, certainly the legends, would have been able to make it this trip. The truth of the matter is, there will be more. As you heard me speak about kind of the real estate and how that works, well, it presents a lot of opportunities, doesn't it? If the truth is that you can own a property here, a condo here, for $50,000 US, well, then 4 people could put together $1,250 each and own a property, yeah? And in owning that property, there'd be no ongoing taxes, so it's not like America, right? Where you'd really have to trust this person in order to go into that venture. In this case, 4 people, $12,500 apiece, and now you have a place where you can go anytime you want. Furthermore, you can Airbnb it, so it can become lucrative, yes? So coming to Africa gives us the view into those things that can be done. If you didn't come here, then all you can do is speculate, right? All you can do is guess as it relates to those things that are available. But coming here gives you the ability to kind of view the opportunities and really map out a plan should you ever want to repatriate or own property in Africa. This is, so they spent quite a pretty penny on this property. This is a solar water heater. It's actually a rather elaborate one. It happens to be broken because the first tube in series is broken, as you can see. It's actually a very quick fix. If you look at these solar tubes, you take off the individual bracket and you slide this entire tube down. There's a center tube, and that center tube is where water flows, and you slide this tube down, get the new tube, slide it up, careful to let that rod go in correctly, and clamp it down at the bottom again, and done. It's in business. this is more elaborate than it actually needs to be. It can be done quite easily with soda cans and such. But so I figured I'd take you on a quick little tour of the grounds of Raha Mstarehe. Okay. And again, it's amazing as you look around these grounds, you see all kinds of different fauna and flora, various aloes and species, and just really, really beautiful and well taken care of. Yeah. Okay, we've got a farm. We've been eating farm to table since we arrived. All right. And so we step up to the cottage. The cottage is where our executive director and his family have stayed. And it has served them well. Really, really nice area and views. I could not possibly say enough about the cleanliness of the air that you breathe in. It just feels so good. And now you've got to say hi to my friend Shem, who's eating chips. All right. But the air is so clean here. Breathing is a joy. It is also thinner, so I will say that. But it is very, very clean and very nice. Okay. So again, beautiful views. Range, this space, it's absolutely beautiful. That is William. William works in the house, and this brother, I mean, just he and Beatrice have taken such amazing care of us, going so far above and beyond what was expected. You know, just really, really amazing. The house is owned by a white couple, and she was born here. Her mother was born in Africa, and she's an elephant activist. You know, they say that they're really, really good people. They send a few of the children, the Maasai, to school and do different things and help, you know, build some of their properties around. So, and they don't leave Africa really. They're in Mozambique. They're in Mozambique as we speak. They went there on some convention to look for elephants, to save the elephants, right? But this is their property. But again, Beatrice and William have been absolutely amazing. So we come up onto this other area. It was kind of hidden. And what this is a squash court. And my guess is they built this. You love it? They built this just to, I guess, play squash, yeah? But look at that. Outside, they built a weight bench. I gotta tell you, Africans are creative, huh? Not very difficult to do either, right? But they sure did. Built themselves a weight bench, a pull-up bar, and they do their workout in the most beautiful place anywhere. In the most beautiful place anywhere. Gorgeous. All right, so come on along. Uh-oh, that's a big patty. That might be, that's probably a baboon. So we heard the baboons the other night. They come around here. And I knew it was a baboon based on the noise it made. And he was big. It was a male, definitely, because of the noises he was making. Don't do that. He was a male, so yeah, you could definitely tell based on the noises. They were like the aggressive. Ooh, 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 ooh. It was definitely a male baboon. I didn't get to see or film him, but hopefully I will. I'm told that he comes on Sundays. Yes, he knows the day of the week, and it seems he also knows the time. He doesn't come early in the morning. He comes when Beatrice puts food out to compost, and they come and they eat that food. And sometimes they break down the fence to her garden. So actually, where you're looking is where the baboons usually are. right? So yeah, I'm kind of standing in baboon central. Making baboon noises real good. They're actually right in this area is where they come to. Okay, so back to the nice little cottage and around to the rest of the house. Okay, again, the farm, the baboons will come up this area here or down there, and they have broken into the farm, which you see those rocks that are piled up there. That was to patch up what they did. So pretty cool. Hopefully I can get a shot of them before we leave here and share that with you. So on to the grounds of the main house. Beautiful garden, nicely manicured and kept, and again the different fauna and flora is just beautiful. Really, since we've been here, I don't think there's any member of our group, and there's about 10 of us, I don't think anyone's gotten a bite of anything, right? I haven't seen any mosquitoes or any bugs. It's been really, really comfortable. Okay, and again, you can see that gardens surround us, so it's not that there is a shortage of those. It's just that, well, I'm sure it's probably also based on the drought. The fact that there hasn't been any rain would diminish any standing water. So again, really beautiful views and gardens. As you can see, a number of nice sitting areas, and interestingly enough, if you wanted to sit and get a lot of sun, this bench gets the sun, and that bench doesn't really. So you can choose to sit in the shade or in the sun, as you might prefer. You'll see that there's always also a pathway going down, and I'll bring you down and around there before we bring you up to the front. And this pathway brings you down into this area. Okay. And you can get to the garden in this way, or you can get to the grill area. And so we put a goat